Hello and welcome to this weekend edition of YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Shalini Ratnavira. First, let's take a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
Election observers call 2024 parliamentary election fair and peaceful. Nearly 100,000 private sector employees denied voting leave. All tuition classes and seminars for JCE A-level examination banned from midnight on November 19th. In your international news, Xi says he will work with Trump team as he meets Biden in Peru. All Blacks win lays foundation for France's bright future. In your top story this morning, election observers have declared the 2024 parliamentary election in Sri Lanka as peaceful, fair and transparent. The assessment was presented in the final report by a team of 10 foreign observers invited by the Election Commission. The chairman of the Election Commission, RMAL Ratnayaka, stated that the report highlighted the high standards of transparency at the election. The final reports from ANFREL and EU officials are expected tomorrow. This year's parliamentary election was monitored by over 10,000 local and foreign election observers. This included 43 foreign representatives, with 3 from the European Union, 30 from ANFREL and 10 from neighboring countries. Nearly 10,000 local observers from 10 organizations actively monitored the election process. ANFREL deployed 5,000 observers while 8 organizations received authorization for mobile surveillance operations. In more local news, election observers estimate that nearly 100,000 private sector employees were unable to take leave to vote in the parliamentary election. According to Executive Director of the Institute of Democratic Reforms and Electoral Studies, Manjula Gajanayaka, complaints were received from employees of 12 institutions regarding this issue. Moving on to more local news, lectures, tuition classes, workshops and seminars for the GCE A-level examination will be banned from midnight on November 19th. Department of Examinations warns that legal action will be taken against those who fail to comply with the instructions. In preparation for the examination, supervision has been strengthened, addressing issues from previous years. This year's A-level examination will be held from 25th November to 20th December. A total of 333,185 students are registered for the exam. This includes 253,390 school applicants and 79,795 private candidates.
International news.
In international news, Chinese President Xi Jinping vowed to work with the incoming US administration of President-elect Donald Trump as he held his final talks with outgoing President Joe Biden on key conflicts from cybercrime to trade, Taiwan and Russia. Biden met Xi for about 2 hours at a hotel where the Chinese leader was staying on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum in Lima, Peru, for their first talks in 7 months.
Sports news.
In your sports update, France suffered heartbreak at last year's World Cup when they were knocked out by South Africa by a single point in the quarterfinals, but Saturday's 30-29 victory against the All Blacks laid the foundations for a potentially bright future. Les Bleus trailed 14-3 against New Zealand at the Stade de France before fighting back after the break to prevail with 3 tries and a perfect kicking performance from Thomas Ramos, who started again at fly half alongside Antoine Dupont in the absence of injured Romain Tamac. That's a wrap of this edition of YES101's Visual Radio. Thank you for watching.